Let's take a minute. Yeah, let's take a minute to show you. So he's got the wood stove going. I just lit this fire a few minutes ago, and so she's getting hot. I cut the pieces small so they burn up real fast. Usually by the time I've had 2, 3, or 4 fires going through it the whole day or the whole night, I'll start cutting the pieces bulkier, thicker, then they burn slower. But when the stove's been off for a while, I tend to light the first fire extremely hot, so it's all kindling and sticks, like real small pieces. So the reason I took a break from having a fire earlier was the pipe was getting hot, and I finally, this is insulated now. How well insulated is kind of questionable. I still have more of the Roxol left over, so that was just a little bit that was given to me. And this is a piece of a 2x3 steel stud. And what I did was I pre-measured a certain area. Basically, I measured 3 inches from the pipe, and in behind this pipe there's a piece of wood framing that comes out from here, and it comes out partly into this pipe here. And the reason I didn't build this right away was I allowed the wood stove to kind of burn itself in. I had to get this thing hot and see where the heat went, and so I wanted to see how things went up around the ceiling and the roof. There was a little bit of rigid foam I had to take out. Now, the way I got that in there, I had to drill a few holes through the sheet metal part of it, and then what I did was I put a 1x2 strapping inside the ceiling where I cut out a piece of rigid foam because it's flammable, soft material and can't structure anything to it. Then I put some wood in around that. Then I put the Roxol in. It's all like between 3-4 inches wide, like away from the pipe coming out, and then almost 3 inches inside up where the ceiling is and everything else. There's about a 3-inch thickness of Roxol in there, off of a 2x3 steel stud, and a little bit of sheet metal in there just to hold it all up. So I don't feel any heat loss in there anymore. There was like I said, there was a big gap. This section of the ceiling's been completely removed, and then 3/4, almost an inch of material taken out between the ceiling plywood and then the rigid foam up above it. So so that's all taken apart. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of briefly show what I've been doing. So that's what I've been working on so far.